caught me in a really, really big lie. I lost something very important to me as a result of this lie. Well, I thought there was some left, but who did I think I was? Let's just finish it before I start this video. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Annalise, and I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you better hit that subscribe button if you're not already, because you don't ever want to miss one of my videos, because they're really weird. I was gonna say they're really good, but then I made a video where I talked about some crazy things that I did in high school, and I asked, would you guys be interested in hearing the crazy things I did in college video? And overwhelmingly, you guys said yes, we want to know. We want to know what crazy things you did. What did you do? Did you rob a bank? Did you get arrested? No, I didn't rob a bank. I did get arrested though, I will say, twice. But I wasn't even going to include those in the story because those aren't even crazy compared to the things that I did in college. Today in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys a story of something that happened to me freshman year of college. Now, I will still be making the crazy things I did in college video, but I want to make sure that I like dig back deep into that memory bank and get all of the crazy memories, and I'm going to make a list and I'm going to be prepared for that video. This is just something that I remembered because I had a dream about this guy last night. It all like came back to me and I just wanted to make a story time real quick. So this was freshman year of college where most of my crazy shenanigans went down, because that is when I was crazy. I was like, yep, 17, I'm out of the house, don't gotta go to church anymore, don't gotta do anything that I don't want to do anymore, so I'm gonna go crazy. So freshman year of college, there was this party that happened in December every year at this one particular fraternity. I happened to be like seeing a guy in the fraternity. We weren't dating or anything, we were just seeing each other. I didn't know that like he was only hooking up with me. I thought it was just kind of like we're just hooking up, you know, whatever. But apparently he was under the impression that we were only hooking up with each other. So there's your context. So we're both at this party. I didn't really see him the whole night because since he was a pledge, he had to be like serving alcohol to, you know, the actual frat guys and girls and blah blah blah. I ended up blacking out at this party, and I ended up hooking up with one of his fraternity brothers who was like 3 years older than us. I don't know, I was blacked out that night, I don't remember, but I do remember like a bunch of banging on the door in the early morning, and it was this guy that I had been seeing. While the guy that I hooked up with was still sleeping, I like gathered my stuff and I jumped out the window, which by the way was on the second freaking story. I had to like scale down the roof and then hop off the side of the house. I made it back to my dorm and everything was good. I remember going to my friend's dorm room and telling her like all about it. Later on that afternoon, I get a knock on my dorm room door and I open it, and it's the guy that I had been seeing. Kid that was my age, the pledge, you know. And he goes,
so why the fuck would you hook up with
blank? What are you talking about? I didn't hook up with him. We did not hook up. And he's like,
well, everyone was telling me that you were in his room and the door was locked shut.
And I'm like, okay, well, I left with my two friends at like 12:30 and we just went back to the dorms, we went to sleep, like we weren't having very much fun, so blah blah blah. Basically, I just completely lied about everything. I'm like, I was not in that kid's room. I talked to him for a few minutes, but I was not in his room. He kind of calms down. He was like pretty upset. So things are good, whatever. I'm pretty sure we kept hooking up for like another couple weeks or whatever. Then a couple weeks later, I get back to my dorm. I had just been at my Spanish class. I get a knock on my door once again. This time it is a very, very loud, vicious, vigorous, angry knock. And I look through my little peephole and I see the kid there and I'm like, oh gosh, like what did I do this time? Because I had continued to be hooking up with other people and I'm like, did he find out about someone else? Like, what happened? No. I open the door and he has his hand behind his back like this. And I'm like, hey, and I like go to give him a kiss because we had been hooking up. We kind of were like a thing. And like usually before we would go to class, like I would go to his floor, he would come to my floor, and we would like say bye before we went to class or whatever. So he has his hand behind his back, right? And he goes like this, and he's holding my very expensive, by the way, Victoria's Secret bombshell bra, the one that like makes your boobs like 2 or 3 cup size bigger or whatever. Like, and I had no boobs in these days, so that was like I needed that thing, and I had recognized that I didn't have it, but I didn't know like where I had lost it, you know. Turns out I left it in the kids' room Kid whose room I jumped out of the window and scaled down the roof, down to the ground. And while this kid that I was hooking up with, I should have given them names, but it's too late now. This kid that I was hooking up with, as a pledge, had to clean all of the members' rooms, and he found my bra. He found my bra on the top because he had like a loft bed. He found my bra like on the top, and he knew it was my bra, number one, because no one else really wore those bras at that time. They were very expensive. They were very like fake. Like it was, clearly I had no boobs, and I had boobs when I wore that bra. And of course he had seen it himself. So he knew it was mine. Dangled it in front of my face, and I'm just like, where did you get that? He's like,
is this yours?
no, but I have that same one.
There's someone else that's a 32 AA that has this bright ass red Victoria's Secret bombshell bra.
And it just happened to be in this kid's room. Yeah, so needless to say, he found out. We didn't talk really the rest of freshman year. When I came back sophomore year, he just couldn't resist me, and we ended up like hooking up all the time again until I got a boyfriend, of course. That was kind of just like a funny thing that happened in college that I recall. I just totally got caught in my own lie, my own damn whole lie exposed. By the way, did I mention he didn't give me the bra back? Nope, didn't give it back. Should have snatched it. It was an expensive bra. Let me know in the comments down below if you still are interested in seeing the crazy things that I did in college video. You guys seem to really like the crazy things I did in high school video, and it made me feel a lot better about myself because a lot of you guys were like, oh, I did stuff like that too. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye! They said that only princesses can balance wine glasses on their heads. Means I am a princess. Okay.
There's someone else that's a 32 AA that has this bright ass red Victoria's Secret bombshell bra.